I'm surviving 100 days with actions and stuff in Minecraft Bedrock. This resource pack is mainly focused on new animations, but there's plenty of cool hidden things you can do. This has easily been my most requested video, so I'll be trying to show it off in its entirety. On top of that, I'll also build up an epic base as well as take on the Ender Dragon. This is 100 days with actions and stuff in Minecraft Bedrock Edition. Starting up a new world is probably my favorite part about Minecraft, plus we have some new animations. And I also have vibrant visuals on. That's because just recently actions and stuff made it so that vibrant visuals actually works with it, so I thought now was the perfect time. There's also different sound effects when you pull out certain items. I want to get out of the snow biome as quick as possible, so let's start with gathering some stone. And some coal since it's already right here. I've used actions and stuff in my zombie video, but the focus wasn't on the animations and it didn't have vibrant visuals. I could go lower and look for iron, but right now I feel like food is more important. Mainly because I already took damage, so my hunger's just sped up. We have a village near spawn, that's perfect. I'm not sure if it's my monitor, but with vibrant visuals in the snow biome, it looks quite off. The torch has a nice animation, unfortunately there's no dynamic lighting. After the villagers made some nice donations, I carried on with my journey. Unfortunately, I didn't get much food from the village, so I really hope I come across another or get out of the snow. My very first iron, as well as first crops. Well, look at the stick animation when you swing it. There's so many neat little animations that we're gonna see through these 100 days. I also want to find out all the secrets that you can activate because there are quite a few. A bundle is exactly what I needed. I'd say today was a pretty successful first day. Not too far from Village 2 was a ruined nether portal. Village 3 had these two amazing structures and I now have a full set of iron armor. I then made the decision to not engage with that outpost, and by nightfall I made it out of the snow. It looks like my best bet is going to be to carry on with this journey on a boat. I think this inner coloring is a visual glitch, but the paddles look very nice. What? Oh gosh, I'm right above one. Fortunately, I do have enough iron to make a bucket, so I can get rid of this effect. Otherwise, I'd have to spend a really long time mining away at some iron. Just on the other side of this beautiful flower forest, we have the worst biome in Minecraft. I even have a particle effect because of the mining fatigue. Look at the chick! The swimming animation might be my favorite so far. Now that I think of it, since I do have a full set of iron armor, I probably could conquer one of these. Because right now... Don't die. Do I just... Yeah, I think I just run. Please don't die. 2 hearts. Don't hit me. Don't hit me. Come on. Oh, there's more over there. Oh, wow. No. Leave me alone. My sword wasn't doing as much damage as I thought it would, and my armor also didn't help as much as I thought. They're still following me. Leave me alone. You gotta be kidding me. They're still here. What? I finally escaped the savannah and made it to a jungle. I know I don't want to live in the jungle, but I will take some bamboo. Let's also see if we can get ourselves a friend. Wow, first try. Look at the sitting animation. Oh, that's so cute. My parrot will be known as Shocker. Zombie jockey. You gotta be kidding me. I've left the savannah 3 times, and every single time it's led me to another. I just gotta keep moving forward. I'm not sure if this is the vibrant visuals, but it just looks so beautiful right here. A lot of the time it comes down to what biome you're in just because of like the different fog effects you get. This is where my base is gonna go. That block opening will be where the entrance goes. I can also work on a bridge if I feel the need to come back to this side. If not, I can just explore off in this direction. And that little opening is a waterfall. I'll get rid of it for now, but it actually is probably gonna be a pretty good idea to use water to get up and down. I'm gonna need to dig up quite a lot, and I'd rather not use my only iron shovel, so I will make a couple stone shovels. I have the start of this room cleared out, but I need some wood. I'm gonna use the oak birch combo for this base. Apple. Look who it is. I gotta say it's nice to see a friendly face. Oh yeah, that's a nice little dance, yeah! As I smelt some sand, I can begin to build the space. I began this base, but honestly didn't really feel like this was it, so I grabbed what I could carry and ventured off yet again on day 9. This looks like some land I want to build on. Or more accurately, in this land. As I still want to go through with the idea of digging out my home. I just, for whatever reason, wasn't really feeling the side of a mountain. While this steak smelts, I can go ahead and start to plant some sugarcane. It's always my goal to get ahead of the game early on. And now I have quite a lot of digging to get through. 3 days go by as I go through 6 shovels and 3 picks. Day 13, I then take on my very first monsters, this skeleton as well as a creeper. Can I help you? Let's take out the second creeper before he gets a chance to ruin my day. I need to gather more sand, and I also want to go with some deep slate instead of just cobblestone. I want the ceiling to my base to be made out of glass because I think that'll look very nice as we're in Vibrant Visuals. For whatever reason, my home was under inspection, and I honestly took offense to that. I think my best bet to get down to deep slate is probably just going with a staircase. I don't want to mine in a cave just yet, and since I want a mine shaft anyway, I think this is better than digging straight down. Let's also see if we can get ourselves a friend. Wow, first try. Shocker. Look at the sitting animation. Oh, that's so cute. Shocker. My parrot will be known as Shocker. How could I let that happen? Shocker, can you... Thank you. It's day 15 and I have finally reached deep slate. I'll probably want around 5 stacks of deep slate, so I'm just gonna keep going down until I hit bedrock. And then if I don't have 5 stacks by then, I will just keep mining until I do. I have my 5 stacks and I've also dug into a cave. I might just take a little peek and see what's going on. There's definitely a little something here to explore. Something that I've noticed about a certain sound and actions and stuff is the torch, and it unfortunately sounds a lot like an arrow landing next to you. There were multiple times where I really thought that a skeleton was shooting at me. Here's that arrow sound I'm talking about. And this is what it sounds like pulling out an actions and stuff torch. It's pretty close. Day 16, I'll harvest my sugarcane for the first time. And just like most of everything, the items look so much better in your hands. I'll begin with a polished deep slate outline and fill it in with glass. To make it not so square, I can branch out maybe one additional smaller layer on all 4 sides. I think this is looking much better. I do need to gather some wood. Look at this. My collar's blue and my neck is red. I'll go with a birch flooring, and I'm also gonna add in some oak pillars. This birch wood is incredibly bright under the sun in Vibrant Visuals, and I just think it looks so nice. And exactly what I wanted to happen is happening with like all the shadows you can see because I went with the glass roof. We have a little something with our base right now. I'm still unsure about this entrance. I was thinking of maybe doing a staircase going sideways like this, or another one leading into it, as well as possibly doing something in the center. Ultimately, I just decided to go with this, but this may not be my final decision. There is something else I want to do with the exterior, but before I do that, let's get everything moved inside. I have all my loot organized. I also added in some stripped birch logs just to break up the floor a bit. This wall is open because I do plan to branch off in this direction, and as of right now, this is my light source for the center. I'll be able to light up the center better once I progress a little more. There's a bunch of different props that I want to start using, but for most of them, if not all of them, you need name tags. It's time to go mining, and I'm going to be on the hunt for mine shafts as well as dungeons and pretty much anything that has chests. That being said, there might be a lot more exploring in this video compared to previous videos because I am going to need a lot of name tags. But of course, right now I'm in the position where I need all these ores. I guess I can start at this lower level. In real life, I moved not too long ago, and when I moved, my second monitor got destroyed. I haven't gotten a new one because it's still usable, but I feel like in the past few months, it's gotten worse, as this is what it looks like right now. I only use it for OBS, so it's not like I need it to be, you know, not broken. Ow. One of the add-ons I played with not too long ago had dynamic lighting, and I think that would pair very well with this. Because this torch looks so good, it just doesn't light up the area as I hold it, even though it really looks like it should. Okay. Look at the slime. Oh, the copper armor. I don't think I've played Minecraft since that's been added. I went deep too fast, so I'm already running out of torches. And I have no coal to help the situation. Oh, yes, perfect. Okay, we need this. Let's hurry up and light it up. Please be a name tag. I think it's time to get out of this cave. There's not a mine shaft. I'm low on torches. I've already explored a decent amount. That skeleton down there has an enchanted bow. Let's head back home and check that cave that's in my mine shaft. Diamonds are always nice to find, but they are not the current priority. A geode, thank you. A 3 vein is always nice to find, especially being exposed because usually those are just single. Unfortunately, this cave doesn't have much. Day 24, let's head back out and look for another cave. Finding a desert is also going to be super nice because they have desert temples, and that'll just up my chances of getting name tags. I can also trade with villagers to get some named. Whoa, the jungle atmosphere. I was in the jungle earlier, but I don't think it hit me as hard. Let's gather some coal before we head deeper. There is a chance I only need one singular name tag to do a bunch of different props. I'll look into that once I head back home. When I start playing these add-ons, or in this case, the resource pack, I don't like to look up like what's in it. At least not like take a deep dive, just because I want to see everything new for myself. Kind of like how in my last video, I didn't even check out the dragons, which are a huge part of RL Craft. It was a good, fun video and definitely my most challenging Minecraft experience ever. Prot 3, Sharpness 3. Still no name tag. Oh gosh. I'll show on screen something cool that you can do with the warden in actions and stuff. I struggled against the warden 700 days into my other world. I don't think I'll have much of a shot in the first 100 days of this world. Oh, there's a zombie. No wonder there are so many zombies coming for me. Give me a name tag. Ow. Chest number 1, another golden apple, and a no name tag. There are some diamonds, and the warden isn't the only mob that you can change. So if it's not a permanent use of the name tag, I'll be able to do quite a lot of different mob changes. It's only a visual change, but still very cool. If you place the name tag and it's permanent, I'll have to be a little choosy unless I trade with a villager, which is actually probably going to be my best bet. I believe the last time I really needed to trade with a villager that wasn't in my 1000 day Bedrock world was in the Minecraft movie video, and I don't want to give any spoilers, but the trading was very I have a saddle and some armor, so I will be able to get a horse too. I'm in a creative world real quick. Now if you take the name tag and give it this symbol twice, it turns into this, so we can go ahead and grab that. And then if you place an armor stand and place this symbol on it, now you have something like this, and then with this you can place certain items and they turn into different things. And you can do the same exact thing with different mobs. The reason I'm in creative is because I want to see if it does. Okay. And basically I just wanted to see if it took up a name tag, which it does take up a name tag, but you can change it so it's not permanent. Although if you do it with mobs, you are going to need multiple name tags because you won't be able to get it back, which is what I really wanted to find out. So what I can do is place armor stands and then customize them, and that'll be fun, but I'm going to need a plethora of name tags to mess with the mobs. I want to start expanding my base a little bit, so let's begin that by getting some cows. I currently don't have any wheat, but my friend over there always seems to give me leads, so I can lead them in this hole. As far as expansion goes, let's get rid of this and start branching off. I now have iron tools to do so with. 11 days pass us as I extend this base, adding in 2 new rooms. I didn't have any monster encounters in this time, and it was mostly straightforward as I went with the same layout as the first room. We turn right and we have this first room, which right here I want this to be for the enchantment table as well as the nether portal. And then to the left, this is where I want my cow farm, sheep farm, as well as crop farm to go. I also plan to have a 4th build, but this will be above land, and I believe this is going to be for the villagers. Before I go any further, there is one more thing I'd like to do up top, not counting that build, and that's surround this with sugarcane. I haven't harvested it yet like this. I don't know if it's because I have the seed in my hand or if it does that. Yeah, it's with the seed. Interesting. Okay. It's day 37 and the sugarcane is good to go. I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to connect this part to the base, but I will figure it out. I still have the 2 cows. They are under this dirt block. Their hole is right there. They will be freed once I actually get some wheat. And speaking of that, it's time to finally start a farm. The cows are going to be on the right side. I want to keep them as far away from me as possible so I don't have to hear them all day. The seed planting animation is one of my favorites so far. Let's see what the potatoes look. Okay, let's see what the carrot. Okay, so I can hurry up and get the. Ooh, the bone meal looks good. Just so I can hurry up and get the cows, I'm going to get this wheat ready and bring them to their new home. There we go. My next mission is to get some villagers to our base. I'm only about 1,000 total blocks away and we have what we need. I could also start trading for the villagers here. I don't necessarily need to bring them back home with me. I should first do a little more research on the name tag trade. The librarian is the villager that gives the name tag, and in order to get the name tag, you need to level that villager up. So I really don't think that's the best way to go. I would need to make a trade hall, a big farm, and then just get a little lucky in order to do this in a reasonable time, because I still want to check out the nether nether and the end. Exploration is going to be the way to go to get these name tags. We're only 40 days in and I'm already thinking of taking on the Ender Dragon. The reason for that is because if I can get my hands on some wings, I'll be able to speed up the process of finding the name tags. Before I make my way to the end, I do need to go to the nether, and I'll gather the obsidian from the cave we found earlier. I'm also ready to craft an enchantment table, but I'm actually not able to enchant just yet, mainly because it took me so long to start with the cows. There's also these new shelves that have been added to the game that I have yet to use. They are quite expensive to make as it's just one stripped log for one shelf, but I'm so glad these are in the game. They're really gonna help out, They're really gonna make building a... Thank you. The nether. I'm a little underprepared compared to usual, and I finally spawned in the biome I wanted to spawn in, right next to a bastion. Since my loot is currently so bad, I could get some good gear, but it's just not worth it right now. And the reason I wanted to spawn here is for the Enderman. Usually it takes me quite some time to find this biome to gather the ender pearls I need. Let's aim for 20 pearls. That should be plenty to find the stronghold as well as fill it in. I am quite low on food, so I may not be able to go too far right now. Finally, only 19 more to go. There are baby Endermen? What? What? Can they get down here? Oh no, okay, so they're baby Endermen, but they're still like the adult Endermen, so they can't like actually get under here. Oh, wow, okay. That is something I definitely didn't know. I'm pretty sure actions and stuff only changes the way things look and sound, so they can't actually like, for the baby Enderman, it still has the taller hitbox like this one. Otherwise, it would have been able to run down here and get me, which I think would have been the end of me. We should get to see a lot more once we make it to the end. Before I go any further, I need to head home to one, drop these pearls off in case I die. In case I die while I'm in here. And the second reason is I need to get some more food before I come back. Let's also grab some glowstone. To speed up the process of getting some food, I will go ahead and bone meal a bunch of potatoes. I'm not sure what it is about actions and stuff paired with vibrant visuals, but there's all these lights, but you can't really tell that they're lighting up the area. I did place some glowstone down here, but again, there's no brightness coming from them. I'm not so sure I like that. I believe this will be enough to find a nether fortress as well as take out a bunch of blazes. Being on fire in actions and stuff really makes it much harder to see. It makes sense, but it's my first time experiencing it. I'm not wearing any gold. I always tend to forget. I'll grab some right now, and if I have to craft a helmet, I will. I'm glad to come across a soul sand valley because there are plenty of bones, and I'm going to need a lot to speed up the process of my farm because I regrettably started that a bit too late. Whoa, the arrows have a super cool effect. Can you show them, please? Please? Thank you. Ow, there's a golden helmet because I am close to heading into the warped forest. I think my best chance at finding a stronghold is to just go back to the portal and run off in a different direction, as I'm nearly 1,000 blocks away and have yet to find what I want. I love the many different ways you can insta-mine in Bedrock Edition. It's without a doubt one of my favorite features. Now, if I had a diamond pick, I think I'd be able to do this at regular walking speed. And even though I'm going at crouching speed, I still think this is faster than if I were to just stand right here and do this. Although now that I'm looking at it, maybe not. Also, my pick is almost broke and I still don't know where I'm at. Back to stone I go. Fortunately, it's not any slower than the iron pick. Day 44, let's head back to the nether and find that stronghold. I went off in that direction before. This time I shall go this way. And it looks like I'll begin with some digging, which I don't mind too much. Although I could just craft some stone picks and do it this way. Oh, wow. Okay, well, at least I had this apple. I've gone even further in this direction and still haven't found one. Back to the portal I go. Take 3. I guess I can go off in this direction. I believe I have found my second bastion, which isn't the structure that I wanted to find. I should be able to safely grab from both of these chests, so let's go ahead and see what they got. Sharpness 3 and breaking 3, thank you. Hopefully the other one is better. I'll just keep going through. I'm not going to actually try and search this bastion. I feel like nothing good could possibly come out of that. I don't think there's a way to turn off this fog effect so I could actually see further. That is a third bastion. Oh, great. A fourth bastion. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm heading back. Hallelujah. The first fortress I've come across, and it's in a cave. Oh, all right. This is the perfect spot to break into. I branched off from where we found that third bastion, and it led me to this cave. Having this sharpness 3 sword is definitely helping. Oh, don't look. I just need 11 blaze rods and I'll be good to go. I'm not even sure if I want to explore this fortress, especially since I only have iron armor and I almost died a second ago. There we go. I don't think I'll be back to the nether in this video. That took much longer than it should have. There also always seems to be monsters nearby whenever I sleep, so I may reposition my bed or find a surrounding cave because I don't think there's any monsters up top. Oh my gosh, I was wrong. I do need to take out these creepers. I will need gunpowder for when I get the elytra, and I should definitely light up my roof. Pretty please. On day 49, I crafted multiple iron picks, and it was time to strip mine for some diamonds because the last thing I want to do is be unprepared for the dragon. Steve was able to get his hands on 36 by day 59. I forgot I already had some diamonds, so I will have 4 extra even after I craft the enchantment table. I also made this diamond sword, but it only has 7 attack damage, while the iron sword has 9 due to sharpness 3. So it makes more sense for me, at least until I enchant this, to just use the iron sword. And it'll only cost me 2 levels to fix. While mining, I did occasionally come up here and I have been keeping track of the cows. So hopefully pretty soon we'll be able to start enchanting. I'll have plenty of sugarcane to do so with. I also want to spend a couple days just gathering some wood. Mainly oak, but I'll also gather birch. It's day 63 and I'm off to find the end. I won't actually be going through the portal just yet. I really just want to find where the stronghold's at. And as I'm looking for the stronghold, I also want to hopefully come across some villages so I can gather some books to speed up the enchanting process just a bit. We are going off in this direction back towards spawn, which is actually a little unfortunate because I was hoping to go in some new direction and find villages on the way, but since I've come from this general area, that may not be the case. I also want to take out cows on my way to gather the leather I need. Now, I don't need to fully enchant my gear. I think I will be fine with just base diamond armor. I really just want to get an infinity bow before I fight the dragon. My accuracy can sometimes be good, but other times it's, I do want to get this world in a position where we could possibly make this a series and do 200 days. I've made it back to the savannah. If this was any other biome, this would be such cool generation. I'll get atop that hill and throw my next eye. Because emerald ore is so rare, I'm probably better off not even touching that until I have silk touch. We are heading back towards spawn still. I'm sorry, but I really need the leather. This actually looks really nice, but because it's raining, it means this section right here isn't even in the savannah. So the one part I like isn't even part of the actual biome. We're still going this way. I don't know how I didn't think of this, but I should have brought my saddle. I've also realized that I don't actually need to craft my own bookshelves, because if I'm gonna find the stronghold anyway, can't I just go down to the library, grab the books, and then do the enchanting that way? That's for sure the current plan of attack. I'm coming across my first village. This does look like it's the village I checked out earlier where the pillagers were chasing me, but now that I get close, I can see that it's not. The big potatoes in my hand are the only food I have, so I will happily accept this wheat. The supply these villagers are offering should be all I need to get me to day 100. Also, while I'm here, I should throw this eye, and it's not under the village. I must continue this journey on the water. I've thrown 10 ender eyes and every single one has given me it back. The most recent one I threw led me in this direction, so I'm thinking there's a chance that it is not at this village. But I'm now 11 for 11 on getting my eyes back. I don't think actions and stuff actually changes things like that. I'm just getting very lucky. And it's not even like I have to get this lucky, because even if the portal is completely empty, which is unlikely, I still have 5 extra eyes. Look at the generation over here. If I would have came this way first, I'm pretty sure this is where I would have built. Oh gosh, I did not mean to click that, but this is the first time I've seen generation like this in recent Minecraft. If this world does turn into a series, I can definitely see myself coming here in the future. As for right now, I need to find the stronghold. That generation even continues hundreds of blocks down. There's even a lava fall. Finally, we're going backwards. Oh, and that's the first one I lost. The stronghold is in between the village and the cool generation. I went 13 for 16 on ender eye throws, and it's time to head down. Because I'm over 5,000 blocks away from home, I could try and take on the dragon without infinity, but I don't think that's the right play, because infinity for one would obviously help make the dragon fight easier. It would also allow me to fight the shulkers more efficiently, because I do want the elytra. I don't think strongholds spawn once you hit deep slate, so I somehow missed it. Let's just go down this way. And I've hit deep slate again. Okay, then. Maybe this stronghold does go down into Deep Slate? Oh, wow, it does. I don't know. I just feel like every time I've come across a stronghold, it was in the stone. The library, just what I wanted to find. Although before I search the library, I do want to find the portal room. Here we are. It is empty, so fortunately I have more than enough to fill it in. Let's get rid of those. Oh, wow, I have way more than enough. What? Oh, you only need 12. For whatever reason, I thought you needed 16. Protection 4, power 4, knockback 2. Ooh. I'm either going to put this on a bow or a chest plate. In chest number 2, we have just a template. I should be home by day 70. I'd say we got a pretty good haul of loot. I've been mining up some copper here and there, specifically because we're on actions and stuff. Actions. Because there's something I want to do a little later with the copper golems. It's day 72 and I am finally ready to begin enchanting. I have a little something going with our enchantment setup. Usually using this many bookshelves is not the way to go, but because of the library, it's definitely a nice option. I'd like to get feather falling as well as infinity. Unbreaking 3 might come with infinity. I'm already not level 30. And I have found some spawners, so I could make an XP farm, but since I really don't need to do a lot of enchanting, I don't know if that's the way to go. The skeleton spawner is only 300 blocks this direction. I can make a bit of a staircase going down right here. It's not directly under my base, which is uncommon, but it's not too far away from it. I somehow didn't find this when I explored that cave earlier on. I can check it out later. Right now, my priority is building the XP farm. There we are. I probably should have crafted some iron picks because my diamond pick is donezo, but that's fine. I can head back and do so now. And it's just a straight shot down here, and I did not realize how far I actually was. Like 300 blocks from my house is really close, but I mean, I didn't realize the tunnel was gonna have to be so long if I dug it this way. And the reason I started here is because I didn't want to have to go over this mountain every single time I wanted to get to the XP farm, and this just cuts that step out completely, although it's killed my first diamond pick. Fortunately, I do have some additional diamonds to make another, which I won't have to use because I have multiple iron picks. This should only take less than 2 days to finish. Ow. Our skeleton farm is complete. I could transfer my enchantment setup twice, but I don't think that'll be necessary just because I want infinity and feather falling 4. Usually I want to get everything enchanted, but that's not the goal right now. Unbreaking 3 and I get power 4 punch 2. That's good, but not what I want. And there we go. Perfect. Let's get to level 30, get infinity, and then get feather falling 4. There we go. And that only took a few rerolls and I got a great pair of boots. Also, my infinity did come with power 4 as well, so I can combine these two. And just like that, Bo's MC is about as good as it gets. These armor enchants are just temporary, but I had the extra levels, so why not? I am a creeper. Okay. I am a creeper. Honestly, I don't really see what that has to do with anything, and now you're starting to scream, so it's kind of like... This is everything I'm bringing with me for the Ender Dragon fight. I have these extra blocks to help me travel across the End Islands. I of course have these golden apples and my Infinity Bo's MC. I didn't bring my saddle, but I didn't bring it on purpose because it's not like I'll be able to bring a horse back anyway once I have the Elytra. Unless I want to ride the horse home instead of fly home, but oh wait, I don't even have rockets. I set my spawn just in case. Let's take on this dragon. Oh wow, okay. Here we go. There's the Ender Dragon. Let's of course begin with taking out the End Crystals and not getting hit by the dragon. The bow is a huge upgrade. I love it. Oh, that was not on me. But I think the Enderman realized it wasn't on me and decided to not attack. Ow. The Bedrock Ender Dragon still breaks the sound bit. What? When did I look at you? Water with the assist. Whoa. Let's start taking out some of these guarded pillars. I still have yet to see any baby Enderman. I can begin to... Oh my gosh. The Ender Dragon breaking the sound barrier has to be a bug. All right, let's eat this because he's coming right my way. Ow. Ow. Oh, no, get me in the water. That's why I set my spawn. So much for going 100 days deathless. Where'd my water go? Oh my gosh. If even more Endermen begin to attack me, I will start to struggle. The sound, and that sound is not actions and stuff. It does this with every dragon fight in Bedrock. And just like that, the Ender Dragon has been defeated. Next up, we'll go on a mission for the End City. Oh my gosh, really? I did not look at you. I was messing with the recording and he just came out of nowhere. I have never spawned this close to an end city before, let alone 2. What is that? Oh, that was efficiency 4. Since I'm already up here, I might as well head to the ship. Efficiency 4 and nothing. But the elytra. There might be something cool in actions and stuff with the dragon head. 3 shulkers right next to each other. That's not something you see every day. Diamond boots that aren't as good as the ones I have, but I will take them just because there's a, what's it called right here? Let's head back home. La 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 la. There's only one enchant I feel like I need before day 100, and that's Unbreaking 3 on a book, so I can put Unbreaking 3 on my elytra. 45 levels should definitely be enough. Only 2 of the level 30 enchantments gave me multiple enchantments, and neither of them have Unbreaking 3. Well, looks like I'll be getting some levels and trying to get that book. I'm level 7, and not one of those re-enchants popped up with Unbreaking 3. I also don't have much lapis left. I'm gonna get up to level 30 once more, and if I can't get Unbreaking 3, then I'll just have to fly around without it. Which isn't the end of the world, because I would be able to heal it with Phantom Membrane, which I currently don't have right now, but since I need to stay up late anyway and fight creepers, I can get it then. I actually need this obsidian, and I also forgot that the mine shaft's here, so we can come and explore this later. I'll do 1 level 30 enchantment and then probably a couple mid tiers. Sharpness 3 with efficiency. What? And the mid tiers amounted to nothing. All that means is no Unbreaking 3 on my elytra. I have 63 rockets to my name. I'm gonna stay up tonight mainly focusing on taking down some creepers. This bow is so good. How much gunpowder can I get by sunrise? I think half a stack is going to be pretty manageable. What the? Hey, I haven't seen that before. The sun is on its way and I only got 10 gunpowder. That's pretty disappointing to say the least. I'm gonna go off on an adventure and look for a desert biome. I don't think we'll have too much trouble finding one, and once we do, there should be a surplus of desert temples. 12,000 blocks this direction, still no desert. I'm going to head back as my elytra's already down halfway. I've made it back and my elytra, oh wow. Well, that was a close call. We have sight on our very first phantom, and it didn't drop anything. Not too successful of a night. There was probably only about a 30% drop rate, and all 3 of these won't even fix the elytra completely. Time to fly off yet again, but this time I will just fight phantoms from wherever I'm at. I've come across a desert. It's not quite a desert temple. Without a blacksmith, it's probably, without a blacksmith, it's not worth it for me to check out, but we do have a temple nearby. Unfortunately, no name tag from this one. Temple 2, still no name tag. I forgot to bring my anvil. Oh my gosh. My elytra is no longer usable. I can't fix it without an anvil, and I'm way too far from home. I'm starting to regret not trading with the villagers. This is the cave I'll gather iron at after I get some Phantom Membrane. There's another zombie that has a shovel in its head, and then they take it out and get ready to fight with it. Ow, that was a pretty successful night. Number 3 also had no name tag. Same with 4. Look at my bed as I fly. This is the 8th temple I've searched and still no name tag. If we include the dungeons I found earlier, I think that makes 35 possible chests, and not a single one had what I wanted. How is that possible? Maybe I can have some luck with a shipwreck. I'm already close to the treasure. I found a respiration book. Hopefully I have enough levels. That'll help just a little bit. Still, oh, yes. 1. I'll take it. It only took 36 chests. One last thing before I use that name tag is let's check out the mine shaft and hope we can find another, maybe even 2 more. Here we go. Ow. Chest 1, no. Chest 2, no. 3, no. 4, no. I guess 1 name tag will have to do. I'm also smelting up copper just in case. I really hope a thunderstorm hits before day 100. I'm pretty sure I really do only get 1 shot, so let's just name you. And now if I break this, the name tag is gone for good, I think. And there are certain items that you can give that'll turn this into a prop. I was hoping the dragon head was one of those items. Every item in my inventory is a possible prop. Let's start with the carrot. Oh, okay. Now, of course, if I had more name tags, I could make more things like this. And these would be super cool to just scatter around the base. And there are so many more different options of different blocks that you can use. And on top of that, you're able to do this with other mobs. I just don't, oh, that would be nice. I just don't have any more name tags. There's a lot of really cool options, but they are, oh, I thought that was one of them, but they are quite expensive. If you have a villager in your world that trades name tags and you can get an infinite amount and really scatter this around your base, that would be a great way to go. And in hindsight, that's definitely the route I should have taken, because imagine all these decorations just all around the place. Okay, come on. Oh, this might be my favorite one yet, and it's just the wheat. The pumpkin's also pretty cool. The sugar, oh wow. Halloween was less than a month ago, so I'm assuming they added a lot of these in then. I wonder if this gives off light. I think the one that I'm gonna keep up will be the scarecrow. That's the first ever copper golem that I've made, and I'm just hoping that there's a thunderstorm sometime soon. Let's spend the rest of today adding some detail to the roof. We don't have much time left before day 100. I think the final thing I want to do is get started on the build that'll go right here. As of now, I'm not sure on its purpose. I also don't know if I'll be able to finish it before day 100. It's day 99 and I have the exterior built. This could be a 2-story building, or I can just leave it as a tall 1-story. I also want to end up connecting it underneath. I went with oak and deep slate, but I do think I should have used birch, especially because the birch wood really shows up in the base down here. I was thinking oak was my main wood that I used for this base, but the floor is what stands out most, and that's not oak. I could either switch what I have or just add in birch accents. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we'll have a lightning storm for these copper golems. We'll finish this video on a good note. Yeah, it's okay. I won't take you out. Oh my gosh, it's raining. There's no way. When there's rain, there's hopefully thunder. The reason I want it to rain and thunder is for the lightning, specifically because they have the lightning rods on their heads. Is it really not gonna thunder at all tonight? No lightning. All right. Yeah, he's pretty upset too. This has been 100 days in Minecraft Bedrock Edition with actions and stuff. I think this does count as vanilla Minecraft, as you're still able to earn achievements while having actions and stuff on. I'd say these were a pretty successful first 100 days. I wasn't able to show everything that's new, but I do feel like I got a great handful. The main thing I missed was definitely the mobs, but I just need name tags and I messed up there.